Often compared to the almighty Diego Armando Maradona and considered a hero in his homeland, Gheorghe Hagi is regarded as one of the best football players of his generation. Born on the 5th of February 1965 in the small Romanian city of Săcele, nobody could imagine the level of stardom Hagi would achieve one day. His first steps in football were with the junior team of Farul Constanta. His talent was noticed by Josif Bucuresti, considered as Hagi's first coach, and he was selected in a group of young local prospects who represented the national junior team of Romania. At the age of 17, Gica, as he's known amongst his closest friends, marked his professional debut for Farul in the Romanian top tier. Hagi primarily played as a left-footed attacking midfielder or playmaker, but could also serve a more defensive role as a left or central midfielder. Still, he preferred the free role as a classic number 10. Highly regarded for his dribbling skills, great vision, precise passing and ability to shine in important matches, Hagi was what football enthusiasts usually expect from a world-class playmaker. Likewise, his set-piece ability, decent finishing and first touch were at the very top level. A year after his debut, he was transferred to local side Sportul Studentesc, a modest team that was part of the top division at that time. He spent 4 years there, being the leading scorer for 2 consecutive years, and playing some sensational games, leading his team to its highest final standings in the history, a 1985-86 runner-up, only behind the giant FC Steaua Bucuresti. Still, it was not an easy period in his career because he suffered lung and heart issues, and his contract could have been terminated at any time as a result. Due to his outstanding performances in late 1986, he was loaned to the Romanian champions, Steaua Bucuresti, amazingly just for a single match. The European Super Cup final against Dinamo Kyiv. Gica had already debuted in European competitions with Sportul, but his display against the Ukrainian side was nothing more than brilliant. Hagi scored the winning goal, a trademark free kick, making an immediate impact on his new team and earning him a permanent contract with Steaua. Even though many top European teams declared interest in signing him, his decision to join the now European Super Cup winners was not a big surprise. During his 4-year spell at the club, he won 3 consecutive domestic doubles, scoring 98 goals in 107 appearances. Although Steaua did not secure another European Cup, Hagi's influence helped them reach the semi-final in 1987-88 and the final in 1988-89 against the mighty AC Milan. Despite losing the final, Gica was one of the tournament's top scorers and best players. On the 27th of June 1990, the Spanish Colossus Real Madrid secured a deal for a record €4.3 million, making Hagi the most expensive arrival at the Santiago Bernabeu stadium at that time. Unfortunately, Gheorghe failed to meet the high expectations, scoring only 4 goals in his debut season. Although the second season was a bit better, it wasn't enough. So after 2 disappointing seasons failing to win a major trophy, persistent issues with the coaching staff, and an inability to withstand heavy media pressure, he was transferred to Italian side Brescia for €2 million. Quite an unexpected move at first glance, but his compatriot and Brescia's coach, Mircea Lucescu, convinced him to join while also promising Gica the desired free role in the midfield. At the age of 27, Hagi was supposed to be at the pinnacle of his career, but it was not precisely the case. Unfortunately, his first season in Italy was a nightmare. He was sent off on his debut, scored just 5 goals, and his team got relegated to Serie B after a playoff defeat against Udinese. Most of the team's key players left the club as a result, but Hagi decided to stay in an attempt to prove himself. The lack of pressure resurrected his excellent form in his second season with the Italian club. He improved his performances and catapulted his side back to the Italian top tier, scoring 9 sublime goals. Moreover, Brescia won the minor Anglo-Italian Cup. That was a huge relief after 4 fruitless years. Despite playing 1 season in the second tier, Hagi enjoyed his stint with the team because of the freedom he was given on the pitch and managed to restart his career. In the summer of 1994, he returned to Spain to reinforce his old club Real Madrid's arch rivals FC Barcelona alongside superstars like Romario and Hristo Stoichkov. However, his Spanish nightmare continued. Gica was supposed to replace Michael Laudrup, which of course was not an easy task, and after several disputes with the head coach Johan Cruyff, he was dropped from the starting 11. Besides, HAGI was often injured and could not find his best form. Although he participated in 100 matches in total and scored 31 goals in 4 seasons for both Spanish football giants, he did not make an impact, winning only the Supercopa de España twice in 1990 and 1994. At the age of 31, in the twilight of his career, HAGI joined the Turkish football giant Galatasaray. It was an unexpected destination, but it turned out to bring him his most significant achievements. Jica won 4 consecutive championship titles between 1997 and 2000, 2 domestic national cups and super cups, gaining immense popularity among local supporters. The Galatasaray transfer fee record of €3.75 million paid off immensely, and he became a club legend and a true fan favourite. These successful domestic campaigns inspired the team for European glory, and the unthinkable happened in 2000, when Galatasaray conquered Europe by winning the UEFA Cup after defeating an excellent Arsenal team in a rollercoaster penalty shootout. Despite his controversial red card in extra time, HAGI's contribution was enormous, and he had one of the best seasons in his career, at the age of 35, winning all possible major trophies during the campaign. Galatasaray performed exceptionally and successfully eliminated Bologna, Borussia Dortmund, Mallorca and Leeds United, mainly because of HAGI's world-class form. Just a few months later, Jica also celebrated UEFA Super Cup success after a shock win against one of his ex-clubs, Real Madrid. He retired from club football the next season, scoring a brace in his farewell match and received a well-deserved standing ovation. Let us now look at HAGI's international career. HAGI's debut for Romania was in 1983 in a friendly match against Norway when he was 18. Coach Mircea Lucescu perhaps gave him way too much responsibility by giving the youngster the captain's armband 2 years later in a decisive World Cup 1986 qualification clash. Unfortunately, Romania failed to qualify. A few years later, he received the captain's armband again, leading Romania to 2 World Cups in 1994 and 1998, and 2 European Championships, 1996 and 2000. He also participated in UEFA Euro 1984 as a substitute and the 1990 World Cup, where he first came to the attention of many top European clubs. Although Romania barely qualified for the 1994 World Cup and was not thought to bring any surprises, the team was packed with talent, and they shocked the pundits, reaching the quarter-finals by eliminating Argentina after a magnificent display by the Maradona of the Carpathians, HAGI's most famous nickname. The historic national success combined with his beautiful goals was his masterpiece at the time. Unquestionably, it was the greatest moment in the history of Romanian football, a moment that was without a doubt inspired by HAGI's performance. His magnificent goals, excellent passes, dedication and leadership put him in the team of the tournament for the World Cup. After 2 consecutive but mediocre participations in Euro 96 and the World Cup 98, HAGI led his homeland to the UEFA Euro 2000 quarter-final against Italy, but he was sent off early in the second half. That was also his final international appearance. Being an instrumental part of the most successful period for Romanian football, he retired with 124 caps and 35 goals. That's still a joint record shared with Adrian Mutu. 7 Romanian Footballer of the Year awards, 3 Turkish Footballer of the Year awards, 4th place Ballon d'Or in 1994, and many more individual achievements marked HAGI's glorious career. Dozens of beautiful long-range goals, magical assists, and numerous trophies embellish his long-lasting career. Apart from being the most remarkable Romanian football player of all time, it's fair to say that HAGI was also considered a controversial player. His unsportsmanlike behaviour, aggression, lack of work ethic, and discipline often led him to confrontations with opponents, officials, and even his managers. HAGI's problematic attitude on the pitch resulted in many red cards throughout his career, some in decisive moments for his teams. Jica HAGI's football intelligence and brilliance, exceptional performances, even in the last days before retiring, cemented his place as a true icon in the game's history. He received international recognition from all of his teammates and opponents. Some of the most legendary players like Michel Platini, Eusebio, Ronald Koeman, Lothar Matthäus, Hakan Şükür and Pele are just a few of the personalities who praised him for his rare talent and tremendous achievements. Fatih Terim, HAGI's coach at Galatasaray, ranked him as the best player he ever had under his management. We will always remember the Romanian boy who came to be known as the Maradona of the Carpathians.